guys, and welcome to the next vlog. So this one is starting on the same day that I'm leaving Sweden, but today I'm showing you basically my flight that I'm going to be taking, so you can come to the airport with me, and then on the flight. This flight is really special. I've never done something like this before, but I got a really cheap deal on a British Airways business class ticket. So today I will show you what it's like to fly business, and I'll see how much I film, but basically you will get the general idea of what it's like. So I will film when we're at the airport. I'm gonna try to get into the British Airways lounge. I think it says on my ticket that I do have lounge access, but I need to actually find the lounge because I was googling because my transit is at Heathrow, and apparently there are like a few different lounges, so I need to find the one that is appropriate to my ticket and try to get in there. I have an 8-hour layover at Heathrow, so it is quite long, and I will try to film what I can before anything dies. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing, and if you have not, then go ahead, hit the subscription button below and the notification bell so that you see when we upload new videos. If this is something you enjoy, there are also quite a few videos as well that you can check out on the channel, which is travel videos that I've done for South Africa and the US as well, and videos in Sweden, which is where I live most of the year. So give it a try, and yeah, let's go to Heathrow. Okay guys, so we are now at the British Airways lounge, and I ate, and now I am going to do some work and wait for my flight. So I must say, I think Heathrow is awful. This is the second time I've come to this airport, and to be honest, it's really bad. I don't know if it's COVID or if it's always like this, but there's not enough staff, and we flew from Gothenburg and we ended up in Terminal 5, and from Terminal 5 we end up in Terminal 3, and from Terminal 3 you have to then go to Terminal 5, which is where I'm flying from. It's my connecting flight, and it was insane. So basically there's one bus that takes you from Terminal 3 to Terminal 5 every 10 minutes, and there were thousands of people, and like there's nobody who was handling the queue situation, so people who were like coming in last would just go to the front of the queue.
because there was no process. It was really bad. So basically I waited for like 5 or 6 buses before I got to go on a bus, because I was actually following the queue. But yeah, so that was really, really not good. And there were a lot of old people that were struggling to also get on the bus under these circumstances. So yeah, that was not great.
Time I close my eyes, every time I close my eyes, every time I close my eyes.
Okay guys, so we have just arrived, or I have just arrived at the xoxo train station, which is behind me right there. And basically the flight was really long. It was actually 11 hours from London to Johannesburg. Usually we fly from Frankfurt, so it's 10 hours. This was really long. But on the other hand, it also feels like it's a little bit better, because usually when we fly, I feel like it takes so many hours to take off and then to serve dinner, and then they wake you up quite early to serve breakfast, so I always feel like there's not enough time to actually sleep. And I think on this flight I skipped breakfast, I just had dinner, and so it gave me enough time to sleep. I just wanted to come on and tell you about the experience on the flight. Obviously I could not talk very much because people were trying to sleep and stuff like that. So my impression of the British Airways flight, business class, is that the lounge is definitely not worthwhile, to be honest. Like the lounge, I mean, you know, I could have sat in a restaurant and probably had similar kind of food, maybe even better. I think the standard is quite low. It's extremely busy, like there's a lot of people, and I don't think that the standard is really good. So I would definitely say that the lounge for me was like okay. The only good thing about the lounge, of course, is that you get somewhere to sit. It's comfortable, you get different types of chairs that you can choose from, and charging points and stuff like that. But if you're not really a lounge person, maybe it doesn't matter. The flight, however, I must say, I was very skeptical about flying business class, and I was very surprised. I expected to think that it was, not that good. You know, I heard that the British Airways has not been doing very well, and like that the planes are the quality is not good and stuff, but actually it was really good. So I was skeptical, but now I am not. I think, to be honest, it is expensive to fly business, and I just did it because there was a sale. But if you are considering it and you can't afford it, I would definitely recommend it, because honestly it is extremely good value for money. The service is impeccable. You know, the way that you're treated, the fact that you get these sort of dedicated people serving you, and they are extremely good. They're extremely friendly. You get a drink on arrival, like champagne or orange juice, whatever. You then get a snack, and then you also get your dinner, which is a 3-course meal. You get, you know, a blanket, your pillow, and then you get breakfast as well, which you can also choose, and that's fantastic. And in terms of sleeping, it is excellent, because your chair goes all the way down. It folds completely out, and you get to basically sleep like it's a bed. I think if you're a bigger person, it might not be as comfortable, but I'm quite short, so for me it was perfect. And I think actually lengthwise it would be fine. I think it would be more breathwise, because I felt like, you know, turning and stuff like that, it was already a little bit difficult. So yeah, that was my impression, guys. I really enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend it. If you can do it one day, it's excellent. Like, this is the first flight that I've taken recently where I've woken up and honestly my body is not hurting. I feel really good. There was a crying baby on the plane in business class, which was really annoying, because the child was she was sick, so she also had her ear was hurting as well. And this was the entire flight, which was not great, because you know you have a bed and you want to sleep, but then you have a child that's crying, that's really noisy and erratic, so you tend to wake up quite a lot. But that's not something that can be judged, of course, because you know we have people traveling with kids all the time, even in economy. So yeah, I definitely think that in terms of the service, excellent, 10 out of 10, maybe even 12 out of 10. And then the bed and the chair turning into the bed and being able to sleep, absolutely awesome. So definitely recommend it, guys. I'm now home in South Africa. Thank you so much for coming on the prep with me, on the journey and on the flight and everything, and I hope you enjoyed seeing it all. And stay tuned for more videos, probably from South Africa. Maybe there'll be a couple still from Sweden that we haven't posted. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.